Hello there, Only One Kenobi here, Only One. Look what we have here, look at what we have here. Something from the Disney store, yes, can't wait to open it, I know what it is. I'm TC-14 at your service. The ambassadors will be with you shortly. This way. I'll show you the original TC-14 as well. She is up on the shelves. Oh, it's back up there. She's right up there. Not far from quality to find. And the Viceroy Newt Gunray. But this is the new one. Not VAC-METAL as far as I know, but still, we'll see how good it shines up. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. Very good packaging, look at that. An internal and external box. And there she is. How about that? You know, this is really exciting. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I'm very tempted to have that on my New Hope shelf. I was going to put this on my Phantom Menace shelf and then put the old TC-14 up here. See my Tanty 4 setup there? I don't know, whatever. That looks like a really good droid to me. Let me just freeze on that. It's beautiful, that, isn't it? I love the fact that Disney have this line of droids and they're keeping it to the hour scale. I know what I mean, the original scale, the 3 3/4 inch scale. But if you want to freeze that and read that, that's fine. Like TC-14 was just there to serve, bring drinks, potentially to translate as well. She could do everything. And so could 3PO. But, you know, 3PO did a bit of this and that in the original trilogy. Translated for Jabba and such like. Oh, excuse me. That would be quite a good vintage collection card, that one there. Lovely looking droid. Lovely and shiny. That is not as shiny as... Do you know what? I'm going to show you my custom. Bear with me. There's the new one. This is a really good 3PO. The best C-3PO you can... the money can buy. The Deity Chair one from the Saga collection. This is a custom. It's not TC-14, it's supposed to be the other droid. I've got it on my Tanty 4 shelf for the one that's sort of like behind 3PO. Did you hear that? They just shut down the main reactor. We'll be destroyed for sure. And then it sort of like goes away and it's just R2 and 3PO walking down the corridor. It's a silver 3PO basically, but that has been painted with a chrome pen. That's a C-3PO figure I've painted and it shines. Shines up almost as good as an original VAC-METAL TC-14. Look at that. This is VAC-METAL, as is this one here, this 3PO. And this is the TC-14 from the... excuse me. The TC-14 from the Phantom Menace line. And of 1999, reissued in the 30th anniversary collection of 2007. But it's a beautiful looking droid. I just love the way it shines, man. The facial sculpt is horrendous. But... it's not aged well, has it, the facial sculpt? Nowhere near as good as this Protocol Droid facial sculpt. So I'll keep them aside. It'd be interesting to involve them with this review, but for now I think I doth need to open this bad boy. Oh yeah! Look at that, man, they come clean off these. And this is your first look out of the packaging, almost. Keep it inside the tray for now. There's the tea urn. And then there's the plate. Very similar. I wonder if they've used any molds from Hasbro. The scaling is... Look at that. Oh, come on, man. I refuse to believe... I mean, this is supposed to be Disney. I think Hasbro are making these, or either that or they've let them borrow the molds. It's a Disney product. It's Disney Toys, the Droid Factory, but look at that. The urn is different though. The urn is thinner. And that is a bit more pointy, the older one. A bit like a device of which a name I will not mention. Let's get it out. Before we go any further, there is the new tray. Tea urn, the teacups. And this is the first time I've encountered a Protocol droid by the Droid Factory series, I think. Yeah, it is. This is the first time. Let's have a look at the articulation here. We've got a ball joint here, ladies and gentlemen. How about that? Very interesting. Ball joint there. You've got a hinge at the hips and at the knee. And is that a swivel there? Yes, it is. Is that? Oh no, it's a ball jointed toe. How about that? I wouldn't mind getting a 3PO in this line. I mean, look at this immediately. The old one has had it, hasn't it? But it's still I love this droid. It's beautiful. Check out the old one, by the way. If we go close on that bit there, can you see? It's almost like it's got a little bit of an oil spillage. I don't know if it's just my version. Look at all that black there. You'd think she would be absolutely pristine condition. It's like a little bit of weathering they've added. I don't know why. I have the figure on my shelf looking that way, actually. From that angle, it looks good, but the face is just horrible. But now we've got this droid here. Do you know what? I'm half tempted to have this. I'll show it to you as it is as TC-14 now, but I'm half tempted to have this droid on my New Hope shelf. As is it K3PO or U3PO? One of the two. In fact, there's a silver one in Bespin. Ichutta. How rude! You know that one? Nice to see a familiar face. Ichutta. You can have it there. She does have peg holes. There's a base there. Look at that, Lucasfilm Limited, China. And this is a standard sort of modern figure stand by Ian's Display Accessories. And that goes on reasonably well. What I'll do to finish the video, folks, I think I've shown you everything with articulation, swivel head as well. It's a crunch chest, which is great. It's a lovely, lovely droid. Just a little bit dull, but I do have a chrome pen. It's the same pen I used for this thing. Why aren't Hasbro or whoever makes these toys using these chrome paints? I might be tempted to go over this. Maybe I'll do that in a future video. But for now, it's a lovely silver protocol droid. I'll show you the back as well. How about that? It's lovely, isn't it? I'll show you what she looks like on my Phantom Menace shelf. Then after that, we will take it to the New Hope section and show you her there. Here is the prequels. If I just pull you back there, this is all Phantom Menace, and we'll go in Dolce Defiant and friends. There's Nuke Gunray, Rune Hako or Hako, and there you've got all these other Nemodians. And she is just there. It's alright, isn't it? She doesn't shine very much, as I say, she's quite dull. The only thing she does shine up in the film, and the original VAC-METAL shines up a good one, as we all know that. VAC-METAL rocks, man. Somebody who had figures in the 1980s, I love VAC-METAL. But there she is there. Oh, sorry about the contrast. What I will do is I will show you what she's like over here, Tanti 4. Let's do that. And let's go in here. As you can see, the very first scene of New Hope is the droids scuttling along. Did you hear that? They just shut down the main reactor. And you see a silver version of 3PO. Or maybe a slightly lighter gold. I think it is silver. It is in the background. It's funny. Two protocol droids. R2 and 3PO are together. And then this other droid, I think it's U3PO. And so there you go. It could work there as well, folks. I've taken the drinks thing out of her hand. The choice is entirely yours, ladies and gentlemen, but for now, that is all I wish to show you. Glad to have received it. It was worth an investment, I think. Always great to see what these droids are like, other than the Hasbro line, vintage collection and such like. Alright, folks, I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much. Let me know your thoughts below. And this has been Only One Kenobi, Only One. Out.